Aloha! Welcome to Tiki Pizza. We got a great episode today. We're making pizza. It's called Foodheim by Eric Warheim. And he actually replicates a personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut. And I've made it many times and it's actually better than Pizza Hut. But it brings back that when you're a kid, the buttery crust, and just reminds me of the red cups and crushed ice when you go sit down pizza and Pizza Hut. Anyways, I digress. Today we're going to use his pizza dough recipe, but we're going to put it in a giant skillet. So I'm going to if you buy his book, and it's a wonderful book, he's got all kinds of amazing recipes, and he's actually like a comedian and TV personality, so the book is actually very hilarious, but he is very knowledgeable about food. I'll give you his recipe for he calls it personal pan pep, and it makes 4 6-inch pan pizzas. I'm going to double this recipe for 1 pizza. So his recipe, and again it makes 4 6-inch pizzas, is 325 grams of filtered water, 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 500 grams or 3.5 cups of bread flour, 25 grams or 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 15 grams or 3.5 teaspoons of packed brown sugar, 1 gram or a 1/3 teaspoon of instant dry yeast, and 10 grams or 1 gram of kosher salt. So I'm going to double this, and we're going to make a massive, like this skillet is massive, so we're going to make a massive pizza. So doubling it will be 650 grams of filtered water, 1,000 grams of bread flour, 25 grams of 50 grams of extra virgin olive oil, 30 grams of packed brown sugar, 2 grams of instant dry yeast, and 20 grams of kosher salt. And we're going to have a giant ball, and I'm going to spread it all over this giant skillet, and we're going to have a massive pan pizza. But first up, we're going to make a drink. And again, that book is Foodheim. Buy this book, it's an amazing book. I said we're going to make a drink. We're going to do a Spiced Cherry Vanilla Daiquiri. I'm going to build it in my shaker, so we're going to add some ice. I'm going to pour it in a daiquiri glass, so I got the ice in the daiquiri glass. I'm chilling the daiquiri glass as we speak. So we're going to, it's a Spiced Cherry Vanilla Daiquiri, so we got some Captain Morgan's spiced rum. Calls for 2 ounces, but what the heck, we're just going to finish it off. That's a dead soldier there. And then we're going to add a 1/2 ounce of Captain Morgan's dark rum. And then 3/4 ounce of Tuaca. More about the Tuaca in a second. And then 1/2 ounce of cherry brandy. And then we're going to try to get 3/4 ounces of lime out of this little dry lime. We'll see what we get here. But we are using a fresh lime, so. Okay, so that was 3/4 ounces of fresh lime. Okay, back to the Tuaca. Tuaca is a golden amber Italian liqueur that balances rich with bright Mediterranean citrus and vanilla. Finishes with underlying notes of toffee, butterscotch, and toasted caramel. Let's give it a sniff. And to the nose, it's a creamy vanilla, orange peel, and toasted caramel. And then, according to the bottle, on the palate, it's vanilla, zesty citrus, rich toffee, and hints of nutmeg, honey, and brandy. All right, so let's shake this up. I got a twist of lime here. And that is a Spiced Cherry Vanilla Daiquiri. All right, coming up next, we're gonna make a massive pan pizza based on the dough recipe from Foodheim by Eric Warheim. So check it out. Thanks for watching another episode of Tiki Pizza. Make sure you hit that notification bell. We got a new episode every Sunday. If my little Chihuahua Mookie were here, she'd say, nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. That just means if you don't get off the couch, she won't bite you in the ankle. See you next time on Tiki Pizza.